To be back, it honestly looks like the whole summer passed. I wasn't here like for how many weeks? 4 weeks, 5 weeks? I don't remember. Has been a long time. And this is Ariel, everybody knows him. And that guy is cool in the back. I love your glasses, man. When you go on a date, please use those glasses. All right, remember that.
The shirt is even nicer.
Yeah, why? Are you from Hawaii or something? Flowers. I'm not making fun of you. It's awesome. You know, I'm a very fashion guy too, but I'm old fashioned. Not the new. That's it. Anyways, people, I just wanted to maybe take a few minutes of your time. Afterwards, if you guys want to put on tefillin or take Shabbat candles, also Rabariel is going to tell you that he has the barbecue every week. I'm not sure about the date, but once you have it, please make an announcement. I know I did last night, but I can't go back to last night. For next week.
Thursday.
Bezrat Hashem. Anyways, guys, I wanted to share just a couple of things with you in the same team. Let me have your attention. Everyone. Hello, in the back. Good. Thank you for listening. Yeah. You see, people, I wanted to share something very short with you. In this week's portion, Parsha of Mishpatim, we learn about the power of words. Many times we think if I say a couple words, whether good or bad, really doesn't matter. Talk is cheap. But the truth is, talk is not cheap. Sometimes we make it cheap, but words really have a lot of power. Actually, in this week's portion, there is a commandment regarding not gossiping or slandering behind somebody's back. If it's going to damage him, or our intention is to damage him, even if it's true, but my intention is to make him look bad, I'm not allowed to. You see, we're not used to that because in the United States, every time you open up the news, right, they say something bad about somebody. Even when we run for office, we don't say what we're going to do for the country. We're going to say how the other guy is bad. A lot of times. I'm not saying everybody does it. So we actually used to, whatever, slandering or putting somebody else down. The Torah says, Lo tisa shem hashav. Do not accept false reports, meaning evil reports. And the Gemara says, in the Torah, there is no dots, right? Instead of reading Lo tisa, don't accept, it could be read Lo tasi, do not say any bad words. Actually, I'm going to share a couple of things with you. Words have a lot of power. I'm sure you guys do know. What's the reason that Jews suffer so much in exile? What's the biggest sin that we have? Anybody? What? Lashon hara, it says it, gossiping. As important is to keep Shabbat, as important is to keep kosher. But actually what makes us suffer in exile is the Lashon hara. Anybody knows what the reason is? I just said something bad. Why is it so bad? Go ahead. That's correct. The question is, why is it so bad? So you see can I have your attention, guys? So you see the way they explain it, the way God judges us is exactly like a democratic country, like it is or was in the US. When I do something wrong, I don't get punished right away. You have to have the accuser, the prosecutor, to come and actually say something bad. So when I do something wrong, as long as it's between me and God, there's no punishment until the Satan, whatever you want to call it, the angel of punishment, is going to come and say bad about me. So if Jews don't talk bad about each other, I don't accuse you. I don't want to hear your accusation. So the Satan has no power against the Jews. God says they don't accuse each other. I don't want any accusation at all. That's number one. Number two, prayers should be able to avoid any punishment. But that's as long as our mouths are pure, our power of speech is pure. But the minute somebody, actually contaminates his power of speech, the prayers don't go up. That's why they don't have any effect. And that's what we learned in this week's parsha. I'm going to just say two stories, two small ones, and we're going to see how actually our words have an effect. But what was your name? Sam? No, yeah. Yeah, the guy with the long hair. What's it, Muhammad? No, Osama wasn't it? I'm just kidding. They don't let me hear. Jaden. That's it. So you see, actually, he said a story. When I say something bad about somebody else, three people get damaged: the speaker, the listener, and the person who you speak bad about. Right? So I have a question, guys. I speak bad, I did a sin. The guy listens, he did a sin. But what did this poor guy do that you're talking bad about him? He's not even there. Why does he get hurt? So the answer is because everybody has good and evil within him. But many times the evil is sleeping. It doesn't come to the surface. The good is being shown. When I say something bad about somebody, I bring into revelation the hidden evil. And he might get hurt because of that. And then, guys, you want to see how good words have a power? The Gemara says if somebody blesses you, never underestimate the blessing of even of a person who's an idol worshiper. The story is as follows. Everyone knows about Daniel the prophet, right? So he lived in exile. In times of which king? Guys, you know history from Iran? The king was Darius, or Daryavesh in Hebrew, Darius. So at that time, Daniel was his advisor. So what happens is that he was praying to God every day. They made a rule that nobody's allowed to pray to God. Everybody has to pray to Darius. He's the new God. He was idol worshiper. So they catch Daniel. You know, Darius had no idea, Daryavesh, that they want to catch Daniel. They catch him praying and they bring him to King Darius that he has to get killed. He didn't want to kill him. But he says, I pray that the God to whom you pray every day, he should save you from death. They threw him into the lion's den, but the lions didn't attack him. The Talmud says because of the prayers of an idol worshiper, he got saved. When you see somebody, guys, say some good word has an effect. If you have this temptation to say something evil, don't say it. And believe me, the bad effect will not happen. You remember the good words, right, guys? What's a nice F word? Fantastic, fabulous, right? What's the B word? Blessing, beautiful. What's the SH word? Shabbat shalom. Awesome. Thank you for listening.